several new polymer technology has been developed in recent years in the hope of creating ideal polymer hardware, which substitute that overcome that their limitation of biological and the mechanical one. These devices are in a various stage of research and development, and they have a unique strength and limitation inherent to their properties, polymer properties. These are the one which is now available, not available, it is on the trial, and out of this, the mainly focus will be on the Foldex Tria valve, which is, there are two valves, one is SAVR for surgical replacement and TAVI valve, that is TAVR valve, and both these valves are with the live polymer, it's a different type of polymer, and its thickness is 1/3 of the biological tissue. And there is no need of lifelong anticoagulation, and it is on a nitinol frame, and the delivery system is 19 French. Whereas here the same thing is there, but there is a ketone stand with the PTFE felt sewing ring for the sewing of the valve. So valvular heart disease remains the prominent source of cardiovascular mortality. 2% of the United States population suffer from valvular heart disease, and most often calcific aortic stenosis, and the gold standard for this is surgical valve replacement. Whereas in India, the prevalence of rheumatic heart disease is greatly decreased, and burden of valvular heart disease is going in the same steady rate in a globe. If you see, the prevalence of rheumatic heart disease was 4.5 to 6 per 1,000 people, and in some cities it was reported 51%, which has declined in recent Kerala school survey. There is a decline in prevalence of 0.5 to 0.68 per 1,000 person. According to the latest study, there were over 1,80,000 valve replacement performed in United States in 2020, and in India we do around 1.2 to 1.5 lakh heart surgery in India per year. Out of this, 30 to 40% are heart valve replacement. So in a rural centers or tertiary centers like us, we do around 40% of valve, and rest 60% is the coronary intervals. Whereas in urban area, the more 80% is the CABGs and 20% the valve replacement. Currently, we have two choices, mechanical and biological. Mechanical, usually there is a pyrolytic carbon which require a lifelong anticoagulation, and because of this there is a bleeding and stroke risk. Whereas in biological, it is either porcine or bovine material, but it does not last long. After some years, it requires re-replacement. Usually it lasts for 10 to 15 years. The valve, either there is a structural valve deterioration in form of stenosis or regurgitation. The newer valve TAVI has a limited life. The maximum TAVI valve lasts for 10 to 12 years. These valves are basically a bovine valve, again it is a biological valve, and the problem is that these valves are crimped and deployed under the seat, and that is the reason which will accelerate the structural valve deterioration. So there is always a need for a ideal heart valve, which can we should have an optimal hydrodynamic performance, biocompatibility, low thrombogenicity, applicable for TAVR, low cost and widespread availability. Newer flexible leaflet polymer heart valve represent an emerging technology that may offer a solution to many of the above limitations. And currently there are many under trial. This flexible leaflet polymer valve first implanted in 1960, which was silicone, but there was a problem of biodegradation and subsequent mechanical failure in an in vivo study. However, the newer biocompatible, biostable polymer has shown great interest. The other advantage of this polymer wall is the fabrication technique, which allows us to do automated manufacturing. It does not require any animal tissue or slaughtering house, or it is not a handmade. So it can be automated with the robot. You can make this in a short span. These valves have been developed in a various stages of clinical testing, which is there in the next figure. Each valve has unique biomechanical property and that allow for optimal performance and durability. So this is a Foldex 3A valve, and it is made up of light polymer. There is a special polymer, and it is for a Tavi valve. This is a Foldex 3A, that is same polymer, but it is for SAVR, which has got a swing ring, which is made up of PPTF. These are the different valves at present in the clinical testing in vivo, and these two are already started in human trials and giving a very positive results. These are the other valves. Different polymers are used. These are the polymer chemical compound, and which is very complex. We should not go into detail of this. But what are the material available at present? So unique polymer hard valve is the ability to tailor raw polymer material to more closely match the property of the native tissue. Primary property after material designs are resistance to highly dynamic loading condition of the heart, biostability and biocompatibility. Additional property, it is to stimulate the native tissue regeneration or stimulation of the endothelialization of the prosthetic material. So most commonly used in the past was silicone. There was a problem with the leaflet damage, embolic phenomena in animal trial. So this was in early 60s and 50s. So everybody discarded that. Then the PTFE came. It has got an advantage of inertness and low surface energy, but again valve leaflet tend to become stiff and calcified. It is also out of the polymer market. Then the polyurethane, that is very promising material. This leaflet contain hard and soft segment which allow for flexible leaflet motion. This polymer also contains, which is degradation susceptible bond that may limit the durability. So durability is low. At present, Eden Life Sciences from Germany, they have used this PCU polycarbonate urethane, modified polyurethane. In vitro testing of mitral procedure demonstrated up to 20 years of durability, while in vivo testing shows relative resistance from SPD compared to bioprosthetic implant. So compared to biological valve, it is giving very promising result in vivo testing. This is the design of this one. These valves are going to be in market in 5 to 10 years down the line. Then the POSS PCU, that is PCU has been further modified by addition of novel nano composite material that is called polyhedral oligomeric silicionex, that is called POSS, that is one more added unit into this polyhedral polymer. This addition of this POS group has been shown a protection from soft segment of ECU from oxidative and hydrolytic damage, and it basically increases the thrombo resistance. So this is a valve which is TRIA, which is launched but not for human at present. It is being used in 30 patients in India. for a mitral position. Whereas in outside India, lot of in-human trials are there, and it gives very promising results. It is top med technology startup in 2021, and they have received lot of awards. It is beyond tissue, it is beyond mechanical, it is beyond long lasting, it is beyond compare, and they say it is a lifelong valve. So these are the valve, same company. If you see the systole and diastole of Paramount Magna TAVR valve and the Polynova, it is the same company valve. If you see the effective orifice area is quite good, and it is very, the size is very, the profile of the valve is very thin. If you see the actual valve, when it is closed it looks like this, and when it is open it looks like this. This is the design on table in the computer. So it is tailored to unique stress of aortic and mitral position. TAVR valve designed to reduce the profile without compromising the durability. Designed to optimize the effective orifice area and hemodynamics. Engineered to resist the leaflet damage propagation. Not only that, you can tailor-made with this valve depending on MRI sizing. Suppose somebody requires 33 size, you order 33 size, they will make it, they will transport it, and they can put an implant.
कितना टाइम लगे?
Huh?
बनाओ का कितना टाइम लगे?
They say that only few hours, but for transport it will take more time. So this is a surgical valve, that is tibia heart valve. It combines live polymer and advanced biopolymer, and it is patented design to develop long-lasting heart valve without any used animal tissue. Developed to replace the diseased heart valve via transcatheter or surgical delivery. Designed to reduce or eliminate the need of lifetime anticoagulation, include their risk and side effect. Engineered to optimize the hemodynamic and effective orifice area, and robotically manufactured for high level of precision. I will go to the video just after this. There is an automated manufacturing unit which is computer controlled high volume manufacturing process, increase the output and decrease the labor requirement. Robotically assisted manufacturing process provide high quality precision and high volume capacity, reduce the labor need, result in a lower per valve cost. If you see this valve in X-ray, it looks like this. It is formulated for enhanced durability, thin leaflet material applicable to low TAVR TAVI profile. Animal study shows no calcification or venous formation, no animal supply or potential bacterial sub-endobiotics contaminated issue. Robotic manufacturing. This is the first patient who underwent trivia valve, and they celebrated his 2-year anniversary last year. So now it is 3 years. And in this, if you go on this website, there is a video of that. So for me, it is difficult at present to show you. There is another patient story. There are many stories, but there are 2 they have put on their own website. This is not important for you. This is the hydrodynamic performance and fatigue related to valve. If you see this valve, the effective orifice area, which gradually baseline 30 days, 90 days, 180 to 80 days, and 365 days, gradually the effective orifice area and the gradient across the valve become less and less. This is the first patient outside US treated with a TRIA surgical mitral heart valve, and actually in Indian clinical trial, 30 patients underwent. Few of my friends are doing this trial, and they have a very positive handling and as well as results. particular article where I am talking is from this Frontier in Cardiovascular Medicine, the polymeric prosthetic heart valve, a review of current technology and future direction. It's a very long 15-page this one. I have just taken a gist of this. The conclusion is by the year 2050, it is estimated that 1 million patients will require heart valve replacement. The available prosthetic valve options that exist today have several limitations, including lifelong anticoagulation for mechanical processes and structural valve degeneration associated with the biological valve. Moreover, the cost and material required to source and process the biological tissue limit the widespread utilization of biological valve. In a low resource setting, early trial of polymer valve is very promising. So coming to the video, Amit, will you help me?
Molex was born with a bold goal, and that's to offer the hundreds of thousands of patients a year whose native heart valve fails them with a replacement valve, which is as good as that which they were born with.
We are in search of finding a solution to an unmet problem of having a reliable and viable heart valve replacement.
Tissue valves actually were one of the very early valves brought to the market. They had very short durability in the form of less than 5 years. Today's valves, tissue valves, last up to 15 years, much longer time frame than those earlier ones.
We reached this solution by having an extensive design strategy that's based on bio-inspired engineering and based on our experience by looking at other valves and natural valves. And the end result was Trio valve.
We had to marry the appropriate design with the material and manufacturing process to create a lifetime valve with a cost structure that met the needs of the clinicians and physicians around the world. We believe we did that with the Trio valve.
If you look at the history of heart valves for the past 50, 60 years, you realize that there has not been a revolutionary changes. That end results has been the designs that we have today that are very expensive and only last a few years. Our challenge was to address those issues by coming up with a revolutionary concept.
On the tissue valve side, which is the majority of the valves sold today, it requires a very expensive, time-consuming process just to procure the material for the valve. In fact, less than 5% of the material that the companies begin with ends up suitable for a single valve.
One of the major issues with the current technology with the manufacturing of heart valves is that they require lots of sutures. And these sutures are basically helping to connect the tissues to the metallic frames or to any other frames that they're designed for. In contrast to current technology, Trio valve does not require any sutures. We use a completely robotic approach that makes the manufacturing very uniform and also to the standards at very high yield. From the time that we start the process of putting components together to the time that the valve package is coming up, no human is touching it.
So a simple question to ask is, after 50 years, why hasn't someone else come up with a material like we have? And it's not that they haven't tried, it's that when we started with a design that mimicked the native heart valve, and then developed the material to meet those requirements, as opposed to in the past, starting with the material and trying to match that into the design of the heart valve.
What is unique about the material that we are using in Trio valve is that it's not calcium-like, it's durable, and also capable of handling high and extreme stresses. It is very soft and gentle on the blood. And as a result of that, there's no requirement for using anticoagulants. It can be patient-specific. That means has potential that based on, say, MRI of the patient, the ortho can design a valve and within a couple of hours manufacture a valve that can be fit to the patient. So it's not like buying a shoe that you have a given size you have to fit into it. So in that aspect, it's basically a design of valves.
By utilizing our design first concept, we've been able to develop a suite of Trio valves. The Trio aortic valve is manufactured by fulfilling the design requirements of a more durable and cost-effective valve to treat the incidence of mitral valve disease. And mitral valve disease occurs in the human population due to rheumatic fever. And rheumatic fever, while for the most part eliminated from the more developed countries, is still prevalent in the less developed countries who can't afford the cost structure of the valves that we made today. So the Trio mitral valve represents meeting that need of really a worldwide valve. Not only do we have the Trio aortic valve with its advantages, the Trio mitral valve with its unique advantages, but the Trio material in the percutaneous valve allows it then to be enjoyed by everyone with a less invasive procedure than traditional surgery. We at Foldax believe that by developing a suite of Trio valves utilizing the Life Polymer, we have delivered on our bold promise of producing a lifetime valve that no other company has been able to deliver.
The way I look at the trio valve is that
So,
When is this